played a role. And so this huge tapestry of video game history is made up of all of us. From the people who had the most mildest, modest contributions up to the people who were the obvious leaders like Nolan and Ralph. And that's what this trading card set is all about. And I'm very honored to be here in this presentation and show you some of these people who are part of this amazing, amazing historical progression, the video game age that we live in. And so, but one thing that the people in the non-sports trading cards industry said was that, gee, this is really remarkable that you guys are giving these presentations and actually crowning people like they're royalty when they come out on a card, because that had never been done in the whole trading card industry before. So we're kind of tickled pink to be here pioneering this. That not only do you get a card, you get up here in front of everybody, get it like a diploma, get copies of your card, and then be part of autograph sessions. That doesn't happen too often in the trading card industry. So we're all working together to make this happen. And that's what it's all about. We actually are all in this together. And that is those people who end up on trading cards and they get these awards. I believe that 200 years from now, their great-great-great-grandchildren are going to proudly point to the thing still hanging on the wall and say, look, my great-grandfather or great-great-grandmother, they were part of this happening. They actually contributed something, and they helped this all happen. So that's what this is all about. So what do you guys think of that?
Yeah. That's a big talk, isn't it?
So don't applaud me, we're applauding us, because we're all in this together. Because this is really remarkable.
Sounds like a song.
People are going to be seeing these trading cards, and people are going to be saying, look at this person, look what he did, look at this person, look what they did. And that's what we're trying to do, create something that will make people remember us for what we did. Because we are the first gamers. Our couple generations here, we are the first gamers, and someday the technology is going to be huge, and there's going to be 2 billion or 3 billion gamers. And those gamers are going to think they're hot stuff, but we want to remind them in that future time that it started with us, so don't forget us. And that's what this is all about. So, the Video Game Summit. There's no special order for presenting these, but can you imagine having this on your wall at home? The Video Game Summit.
I have no room on my wall at home.
Do you have walls, Dan?
I have walls.
Oh, Dan has walls.
I just got no room for it.
So, the Video Game Summit. We have trading cards for everybody. The Video Game Summit is the brainchild of Dan and Jim Goebel. And Jim hasn't been with it for a while. Dan has carried the ball for a long time and created an event. And I just had to come here. It was important for me and Twin Galaxies to honor this event and just recognize that though this is not a major event on the level of hundreds and hundreds of people being here, this is a significant event because this event is, and Dan is, and the staff, and Paul and Todd, they are trying to make a difference and present a service and honor the culture of our times by creating the Video Game Summit. So we made a trading card for the Video Game Summit. We have this big award that will go on your wall. And,
no, my wall.
And I'm going to have you stamp. I'm going to have. What we want to do is get photographs of maybe the whole group of us posing with this by the time I'm done. I'm not going to make this too long. Okay. What I've already said is the longest part of it. Okay. Shane, why don't you get up here? Shane is an avid video game player. Card for having designed the game. So let's hear it for Shane. Every one of these cards we introduce here will have a. They're here. We can autograph them in a big group here. Now, Stephen, would you like to come up, Stephen?
Steve's here.
Stephen was the national champion of the 1991 National Campus Challenge.
No cell phones, please.
Can you shoot? Thank you. I see him all the time at events. What do you like to be introduced as? Crime fighter or Stephen?
Either.
Okay, I'm going to introduce him as
pretty
either.
much.
So this is either.
By the net conservative.
You just started coming to Chicago, so.
Stephen was a student in 1991 And when Nintendo did their big campus challenge, he won. He beat all those other people all
I had
over
to
the
go to
place.
Florida.
Like, this is not normal, you know. I mean, just you win a national championship. Just doesn't happen for the average person. And it is so cool that we knew you personally before we even found out that you were the national champion for the campus challenge. And so you do have a card. You have a card number 178 that we'll be autographing here. So thank you very much for coming. And congratulations on being a national champion. And this is history because that was a big deal. That was a major challenge, and that was a major part of competitive video game playing history. So
All the college
congratulations. Yeah, all the college
Coach,
kids.
coach.
They're some of the most serious competitors. Thank you very much.
I thought I told you.
I just knew he was you.
We all know you.
I thought I told him a few
He was the first guy that did the video in the arcade one time.
Scott, would you like to come out?
Scott Williamson, come on down.
I'm meeting Scott actually for the first time.
I've met him about 3 or 4
Scott
times
is a
already.
legendary programmer. And you tell us.
I created, well, I made a version of Star Castle for the Atari 2600.
Well, but it's a popular version. It's got a lot of attention. But you did some games also back in the old days.
I did. I used to work for Atari in the late
90s.
1980s and early 90s, and I've been making video games for 24 years. I've worked on 50 different titles, over 75 different SKUs of games. And, I've been around for a long time, so yeah, I'm very proud of the work I did on Star Castle too, which is what I've been showing since I showed it for the first time here at the Video Game Summit in 2010,
Yep.
and when Crime Stopper broke the news to the world, and now finally some versions are available.
I like that. You just gave it a new name, by the way. A couple minutes ago, it was Crime Fighter.
Crime Fighter,
Fighter.
I'm sorry.
No, I like
Or
that.
you can call
Crime
Steve the
Stopper.
rest of this show. Call me Steve, and it'll be easier to remember.
Let's call him Steve Stopper. Steve Stopper?
Steve
Stopper,
Steppers. Steve Steppers.
Anyway, this is great. By the way,
Steppers.
my understanding is that other programmers did consider it a very challenging thing to emulate the way Star Castle works. I didn't program, so I can't get it back, but other than that,
It was actually supposed to be one of the first. It was supposed to be the first title that Howard Scott Warshaw was supposed to do on the Atari 2600. And instead of doing Star Castle, he readapted that game to become the most successful original Atari game ever made, which is Yars' Revenge. So, and he's one of my heroes. So he's very. I don't want to take anything away from his body of work. He's really a celebrity in this.
Howard Scott Warshaw is going to be getting a trading card soon.
Probably in August, right?
Pardon me?
Probably in August at CVE. Over in Vegas. In August.
Oh yeah. He's
gonna
not
be-
going to be there.
Oh,
he's
he's
not
not?
going to be at the Classic Gaming Expo after all.
Oh.
But we might be able to run up with him in California Extreme because we're going to be doing a ceremony there too.
I won't be there. I'll be in Vegas.
Thank you.
Harry boy.
Andrew, would you like to come up?
Certainly.
Andrew is another great legendary contest winner. Actually, this is one of my favorite subjects. The people actually